Hey guys, welcome back. So this whole Voldemort Horcrux debate is going to finally be put to bed. I'm going to work it all out, guys, and just see how much of Voldemort's soul was actually left in his body after creating 6 Horcruxes and 1 extra Horcrux unknowingly. So, the creation of a Horcrux is said to be the darkest piece of magic in existence. It violates the laws of nature and basically everything that life represents, which is mortality. Everyone is born and everyone must die, so that there's enough room on Earth for newer generations to live their lifespan. It's how it's always been. To create a Horcrux, one must commit murder, the biggest violation of nature, taking a life before it comes full circle. In exchange for such a horrendous act, the person in question gains the power to split his soul, removing a fragment and placing it into an object, thereby tethering that person to Earth, rendering them immortal. That's how it works. Now there is a ritual and a spell in addition to other complicated necessities, but I think we all get the gist of how a Horcrux is made. We also know a man who was quite keen on Horcruxes, Lord Voldemort. Now, this guy made so many Horcruxes that it left his body pretty unstable, and he suffered a lot of side effects too. His appearance the biggest giveaway. He just looks like a giant bald baby. Yes, he was immortal, but his physical being was literally clinging to the world of the living by a thread. What do I mean? Let me explain. The body is the soul's anchor to the living world. It keeps a person there as long as the body is alive. Then the person dies, which means the soul no longer has a vessel and is taken to the afterlife. Now the problem here is Voldemort's soul was in so many objects that there was actually less of his own soul in his human body than there was in the Horcruxes, and I've worked it out. I've worked out just how much, so let's take a look. Now I know there's some of you that might say, oh well, that's not how it works, it's not even portions of a soul split every time. Well, the laws of mathematics say it is. The laws of magic, however, may say different, but we don't know how the laws of magic apply to a Horcrux, so we're gonna go with the facts and break down each Horcrux and how much of Voldemort's soul is in each one. So let's start with the diary. Voldemort has a full soul, 100%. He splits it in half and puts that portion of it into the diary. This diary actually becomes the most powerful Horcrux of them all, by the way. So 50% of his soul goes into the diary, leaving Voldemort with 50% of his soul remaining in his body. Now, that's okay. Half of him is tied to the world of the living through his Horcrux, and the rest through his body, which is now immortal. Then he creates the Ring Horcrux, which once again halves the remaining part of his soul in his body to 25%. So that's 3/4 of his soul now outside of his body. However, things don't stop there, because there's a couple more Horcruxes to go through. After he split his soul once more with the creation of the Hufflepuff Cup Horcrux, 12.5 of his soul went into that, leaving him with the remaining 12.5%. Voldemort then turned to the locket of Salazar Slytherin in order to make his 4th Horcrux, his family's most precious heirloom. A further 6.25% of his soul was then stored inside it, which I'm sure you've all worked out by now that leaves 6.25% of his own body's soul remaining. He then goes and locates the lost item of Ravenclaw, tricking the Grey Lady Helena Ravenclaw into revealing the location of it, ensuring he'd destroyed. But he did the complete opposite and made yet another Horcrux, which would hold 3.125% of soul fragment. You'd think that would be enough for the Dark Lord, but no. He sought to anchor even more of himself to the living world, especially during his battle with the Order of the Phoenix. So then he creates a 6th and what he believed to be final Horcrux in Nagini, who would hold the 1.5625% of his soul inside her, which leaves the Dark Lord with just under 2% of his soul remaining in his human body. That's not all. He unknowingly made Harry Potter his 7th Horcrux, which split his soul even further, reducing it to 0.78125%. Guys, that is below 1%. Yes, his soul was in other objects, but so little of it was in his human body that it began to bring up the possibility that it was for this reason that the Dark Lord could not wield the Elder Wand, as it did not sense the power of a wizard. Voldemort had to force his magic through an almost soulless body, and it really does explain why he was so scared as Harry destroyed his Horcruxes, because there would be so little of him left that would be connected to the world of the living, even less than he had to start with all those years ago when he was just 16 years of age, about to create his first Horcrux. So there you have it, everyone. There was 0.78125% of Voldemort's soul left in his body after all the Horcruxes were created, even the one he didn't know about. Now guys, I know I addressed this earlier in the video about some of you thinking that the soul doesn't split according to mathematic principles, but feel free to share how you think it works, if it doesn't actually split evenly. I really do believe that the Dark Lord had 0.78125% of his soul left in his body, because it really does give us that explanation, so much in terms of his struggle towards the end of his life at the Battle of Hogwarts, how he really struggled to control the Elder Wand. So, as I said, let me know how you think it works. Now if you somehow disagree with me, then please let me know in the comment section. There's bound to be someone, and I genuinely do enjoy the debate in the comment section. I really do appreciate the support, guys. As many of you can tell, my views on this channel certainly are not what they used to be, which makes me a little bit sad, but I'm still here and I'm still happy to make videos for you all. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support you've given me over these 5 years. Please have a great day, and I promise I will definitely see you all in the very next video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Everyone, notifications of uploads are more important than ever, so please, if you haven't already, turn those notifications on to make sure you're notified the moment my video goes live. Making videos is what I love to do. It's my dream and my passion. However, it does cost time and money to produce this content, so if you have $1 to spare to support me on Patreon in exchange for some exclusive unseen content, then you can click the Patreon link below or at the end of this video. Please only support me if you can afford it. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at InstaDeanJ and on Twitter at PotterFolklore. Check out my other videos appearing on screen, and please make sure, most importantly, to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again everyone, and please have a great day.